I'm often asked, should I join a real estate team? And there's absolutely no question that real estate teams are the way of the future. Hi, my name is Mike Mruwat. I'm a licensed real estate agent with eXp Realty, and I have coached and trained thousands of real estate agents all over the world. Today, I want to share with you really some of the biggest differences between being a solo agent versus getting on a production team, and then now the evolution of teams that I believe is what we call a modern team. So, a lot of us start either on a team or as a solo agent, and it's natural, especially if you started in real estate as a solo agent, to really get everything under your belt to increase your production. And then naturally you need to leverage, so you need to buy some of your time back. You start have this flow of referrals and leads, and so you really need to leverage yourself in your time. And that's where you have that next progression of adding team members and developing a team. Now, a team can look a lot of different ways. It can look like listing agents, listing specialists, buyers agents, showing assistants, having a TC, which is a transaction coordinator. The list goes on and on and on. So, one thing to think about when you're looking at leveraging your time is we all have the same 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Some of us just manage our time better than others. So, once you hit a certain peak, you're going to have to hire some more assistance and help. So that's going from a solo agent to a production team. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've personally run a production team in the past, and there are some challenges with that as a team leader. Meaning, when you start to bring team members on, they're usually, and not always, but a lot of times they're newer to the industry. So they require a lot of training, a lot of support, a lot of, marketing dollars going toward leads to provide business. The list goes on and on and on. And what happens is there's always been this clash where the agents start to figure out it on their own. They get the necessary training that has been provided to them. They start getting their own referrals and developing their own sphere and their own business. And so naturally, they're going to want to go off on their own and stop paying into a split to the team. Now, again, just know these are examples. This is not always the case, but this is just an experience. This is what I've seen. And of course, sometimes that clashes because the team lead has poured a lot of time, effort, marketing dollars into those agents, and only to have this constant turnover of agent after agent after agent. So, what I want to show you today is actually a different way to run your business and what I like to call a modern team. Now, the modern team is associated with eXp Realty, which is a brokerage that I'm affiliated with. And we've really structured in a completely different way where you can still maintain having your production as a solo agent. You can also have a production team, but then you can have that next evolution of a modern team. Now, what do I mean by that? For example, my husband and I have helped bring on over 1,400 agents to eXp Realty all over the world. And mind you, that doesn't mean we've brought all of those agents, nor are we their broker. So we're not dealing with compliance. eXp takes care of all of that, as eXp is the brokerage. Also, we're not constantly feeding them leads. So, how do we help increase their business? This is what it looks like. For any agent that joins eXp, they're going to have access to tons and tons of trainings. Over 40, 80 hours of training a week is provided by top level, top producing agents, really the best of the best, right? And then also we go by the philosophy of really teaching a man how to fish, if you will, male or female, teaching you how to fish and develop your own leads in your own business. So EXP does provide a lead generation platform called KV Core. It's a full-blown website on the back end. It's a CRM, a clients relations management system. You can set up your leads on custom drip campaigns. You can be targeted in your marketing through landing pages and squeeze pages. The list goes on and on and on. So we really want to teach you how to build your business, and we do that, and we're compensated through EXP in the form of stock and revenue share. So if you really look at, your old-fashioned model, if you will, most of the time you're compensated when you represent buyers and sellers. And unfortunately, it's this vicious cycle that, you go on and on and on. Every time you have a closing, you become unemployed, and you've got to start the process all over again. So what EXP has done is allows agents to continue their business, whether you're a solo agent or on a team and you're representing buyers and sellers, but now you actually can become a shareholder of the company through stock. And then also you can create a modern expansion team through revenue share, where EXP actually compensates you for agents that you've attracted to the company off the revenue. Doesn't cost the agents anything. And also agents that they bring on, so on and so forth. It goes 7 levels deep. So what my husband and I have been able to do, as I mentioned, collectively, it brought on over 1,400 agents to the organization, where we are here not just about numbers, but also to help ensure that our agents are producing more, that they're bringing in revenue to the company. We provide all of our training for free, and we really show them how to grow their own business. And we do that through really a partnership at EXP, and it doesn't cost the agents anything other than their split with EXP. So, personally, I love the modern team. It's a win-win. If I were still in production and having a production team, I would almost be incentivized to help those team members kind of graduate off my team, if you will, and be in my revenue share organization and have this constant flow. And as I mentioned, it really helps eliminate some of those challenges that we've had in the past, where you have a team lead and you have the agents, and of course agents at some point aren't going to want to continue to compensate the team lead, maybe split 50-50, 60-40, whatever it is. They're not going to want to continue those splits. And the difference between some of the old fashioned models and the production teams is really the only thing that ties you as the team leader to the agents is just a contract. So here at EXP, we're allowed to build something. We're allowed to be shareholders of the company, acquiring stock, acquiring revenue share. And I don't say this phrase lightly, it is life changing. So I want to question you, for the ones watching today: is your real estate brokerage life changing? Now, I know that can sound a little cliche, but I was actually doing an interview this morning with one of our top agents in Missouri, $60 million team, and they were able to go out and buy their own commercial space because of all the money that they've invested in time over the stock and was able to acquire. And so I love hearing success stories like that. If you have any questions or would love more information, please reach out to me. You can see my information below. You can schedule a 15-minute strategy session. If you like this, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos.